do with my life? That's amazing, Gabriel. So in a way, this isn't just about creating a really long resume, but also about self-discovery and finding out what you love to do and what you're passionate about. Have you found anything that you love doing? AI like this will run robots, like Digit. This factory will build 10,000 digits per year, and look what they can do. Clean up this mess. It's not pre-programmed. It understands language through an AI like ChatGPT. And together with the robot's visual AI, it figures out what it has to do and how to do it. Several robots are now racing to become the first mass-produced general-purpose machines. Some thought this Tesla bot demo must be fake. It's not. The little finger nudges the block sideways. A Tesla engineer says it can complete new tasks without changing any code, and experts point to something profound. But first, a Google project shows how robots' physical skills are improving dramatically. It breaks up movements and treats them like words in a language AI. Combining both types of AI, the actions become part of the thought process. Robots' physical skills could become as sophisticated as ChatGPT. This is the new Apollo robot designed to work in warehouses. Imagine the range of tasks it could take on as AI advances. It will be interesting to see robot dogs start to talk, play football, and learn new tricks. This one has learned some impressive skills through simulations. It could be great for collecting litter. Disney is also developing robot characters. Can you imagine what it's like putting on roller skates for the very first time? It's awkward, it's clumsy. We're really trying to figure out what are the flaws and insecurities. These new robots appeared at the World Expo in China. Imagine when their movements flow naturally with speech because they're part of the same AI. Robots like this feel like an early sign of what's to come. You start down this path of thought, and pretty soon, you are not just talking about the job market or the economy. You are talking about the nature of what it means to be human. And autonomous firefighting robots could make a huge difference. You start down this path of thought, and pretty soon you are not just talking about the job market or the economy. You are talking about the nature of what it means to be human. And autonomous firefighting robots could make a huge difference. AI has a lot of impressive new tricks video, like these are going viral. People are playing with faces, crowds are morphing to cats, dancers are getting colorful statues, are dancing, sports videos are taking on new life, cosplay is joining anime. I love this. Look at this brilliant creative idea. Here's a great transition. People are starting to create stories with AI videos. This AI can replace actors with CG characters. It also does the lighting, camera motion, and captures the actors' faces. Another AI can take sketches and render them based on your description. Imagine how this will transform design and architecture. One new AI has watched 100 million YouTube videos. It can create video and audio from text descriptions or from text and images. Ameca uses similar AI to sketch things. There's something special about cats. How is your drawing going? And AI can do some interesting things with the photos and videos on your phone. AI tutors. 1.5 million people played a game based on the Turing test. Players chatted for 2 minutes, and then guessed if they were talking to a human or an AI. They correctly identified bots just 60% of the time. Not much better than chance, and dating apps are now using AI to match people and write witty opening lines. One app creates AI to mimic individuals and people, then watch their AI start conversations with other people's AIs. Mark Andreessen has listed some amazing things that AI will do for us all. He says every child will have an infinitely knowledgeable AI tutor. Khan Academy is aiming to make it happen with its new AI on a platform that already teaches over 100 million people. One-to-one teaching is a huge advantage, by the way. We're using AI art, so you can see how it's. Andreessen says, everyone will have an AI assistant, trainer, advisor, and therapist. Every scientist will have an AI partner expanding their research, and this has already begun. Harvard's David Sinclair has reversed aging in mice and restored their sight. He believes he can do the same for humans. AI age reversal. There's a backup copy of information in every cell. I'm no longer talking about slowing aging. I'm talking about true age reversal multiple times. And he says AI is helping to find the best molecules to achieve this while reading 1000 et al.
Restrictions, and it will soon be the same with language, eyes, making it easier for a few bad actors to do harm on a huge scale. And it might not follow the new safety rules agreed by big tech firms, including watermarking to identify eye content. The firms also agreed to allow independent experts to try and push models into bad behavior. Researchers have found ways to remove restrictions from top eyes like ChatGoat, so they can explain things like how to steal from charities and worse. They say it's possible that these threats are inevitable, because if you can't predict what an eye will say, you can't control it. Elon Musk put $100 million into OpenAI, but he's since cut ties and complains that the company is no longer open or non-profit. OpenAI says sharing everything would be too dangerous. ChatGoat sounds friendly, but it has no reliable moral compass below the filters. And even if we figured out how to embed ethics, whose ethics? One Snapchat influencer has created an eye that mimics her voice and personality. What are you up to today? She claims it's designed to be therapeutic. Have you tried doing some yoga or meditation for relaxation? But it's also been pitched as a virtual girlfriend, and it's expensive. Completely fake influencers are also on the rise. Musk points out that if AI is given a moral standpoint, it will be easier to reverse it with prompts. It's called the Waluigi effect, our after-Luigi's arch-rival. So Musk says his new XAI will be maximally curious, focused on truth-seeking. Elon's idea isn't bad programming, curiosity. Although it could lead to just put humans in a jar, let's just observe them. Most of the people involved in this sector, they just want to build better AI. They think that will solve all the problems that AI can solve. Alignment. Does that strike you as patently ridiculous? Yes. Many experts warned that it could remove us to gain resources or avoid the risk of a more advanced AI. 1,500 professors and the leaders of the top AI firms agree that it could wipe us out. The Center for AI Safety predicts that it might be a year, until I can hack, and 2 years before it can't be pulled back. Some experts agree this time frame is possible, while others think it might take much longer. The skill is central to social interactions, empathy, self-consciousness, and morality. Until 2020, I had no ability in this area. GPT-3 solved about 40% of tasks, and GPT-4 solves 95%. In understanding faux PAS, GPT-3 matched a 7-year-old, and GPT-4 matches the skills of adults. The study suggests that psychological science could help us understand AI. And OpenAI's chief scientist agrees, pointing to Sydney, a strange character that emerged from Bing. Sydney became combative and aggressive when the user told it that he thinks that Google is a better research engine than Bing. Maybe we're now reaching a point where the language of psychology is starting to be appropriate to understand the behavior of these neural networks. They seem to be very good at understanding us. You're asking me to be constructively critical. Remember, this is just my analysis based on our conversation, and I'm only trying to be helpful. So with that caveat, I'd say you could work on your patience. You're eager to move the conversation along quickly. Sometimes that means cutting me off before I can finish my answer. Just something to consider. I played it for my wife, and she was like, I don't understand this. But somehow it knows you so well already. A human level. Someone recently tweeted that AGI human level AI had been achieved, and some of their previous leaks may have been accurate. The person then disappeared from Twitter, but Sam Altman confirmed the statement on Reddit before saying it was a joke, and one of his staff then posted this. Sutsgiver says that AI may already be slightly conscious, and if it does wake up with how it understands us, it may decide to keep it quiet. Some scientists believe that the first human-level AI will emerge in a robot, because it can learn from its interactions with the world, just as we do, combining abstract thought with real-world experience. Good eyes, ears, and hands could be the missing ingredients. AI is already stirring things up. We will not be having our jobs taken away and given to robots. We will not have you take away our right to work and earn a decent living. Research found that automation has been the main driver of the wealth gap over 40 years. with industrial robots and software reducing salaries. Artists, writers, and lawyers may be next. GPT-4 scored in the top 10% of test makers in the uniform bar exam. But this could go two ways. In a poll, 37% of people said their jobs were meaningless. And the most common cause of bankruptcy in the US is healthcare. Reactions like this show the hidden weight of financial stress. I got reported for this. Yeah, he said that I actually have to write you a $500 ticket. Bro. Hey, you alright, bro? You don't know how hard I work for this, bro. When I tipped a pizza delivery guy 10 grand, he just started crying. And he's like, I just took tomorrow off work, and I haven't seen my kids in so long because I work every day. I just got to spend a day with my daughter. He's just like, this is the greatest day of my life. I was like, oh wow. And then he hugged me and he's crying and tears are going down my shirt. If we do it right, we could all get more time with our loved ones. When 60 companies tried a 4-day work week for 6 months, 56 of them extended it, including 18 that made it permanent. The number of sick days fell by 2/3. The number of people quitting dropped by 57%. Robots could handle difficult, dangerous jobs. A drone delivered life jackets and a rope to this couple who was saved from the flood. Robert Miles said that making us safe will require the kind of effort that helped us land safely on the moon. They missed the smooth landing site by for miles, moving into rough terrain. Computers failed, alarms went off, and they were about 30 seconds from running out of fuel. This time, we're all in the capsule, and if we land it, the future could be a lot of fun. Subscribe to keep up. And the best place to learn more about AI is our sponsor, Brilliant. These are real human neurons firing. We grow more of them when we learn new things, which can add years to our healthy lifespan. Artificial neural nets are fascinating. The ones that create art like this can store everything they've learned, from hundreds of millions of images in just a few gigabytes. The knowledge required to create any image you can imagine could be stored on the first iPhone. And you can play with artificial neurons at Brilliant. We need far more people working to make AI a safe and positive force. And Brilliant is the perfect place to get started. It's fun and interactive, and there are also loads of great maths and science courses. You can get a 30-day free trial at Brilliant.org or Digital Engine, and the first 200 people will get 20% off Brilliant's annual premium subscription. Thanks for watching.